It's showtime. It's 8 o'clock on the West Coast. 11 o'clock in Louisville, Kentucky. In North Carolina with Bassman Bob. In the Crescent city of New Orleans. It's time for the Billy Mack Show. Our theme song, Powerhouse, from David Seitz. Special event for you. The CD release party for Crescent City Exile. Thanks for joining us. Oh yeah. As always, the star of our show, the real star, everybody's angel and the Northwest First Lady of rock and roll, the star of the Moxie Cam, Early Rush. Oh, yeah. Tonight we celebrate the release of my new CD, Crescent City Exile, all about my hometown in New Orleans. Thank you for joining us. Welcome, everybody. Grab a cold drink and a warm blanket. It's time for the Billy Mack Show. Orleans, how long has it been since I've seen the end of Highway 61 round that river levee bend? New Orleans, just like in a dream, skies are so serenely blue. Invite me to believe it's exactly what it seemed to be. I'll go park it by the old French market. Coffee with chicory and a fresh beignet. No lie, testify. Anywhere's too far away from New Orleans. See my mama there, live without a care. Hear me swear, I do declare, Crescent City sings, sure enough a land of dreams to me. Come along and see. Come along with me, I'm gonna guarantee there'll be a streetcar waiting, a brass band percolating, French bread every day. Yeah, me say no lie. Pray I was born for testifying. Anywhere's too far away from New Orleans. Believe I'm bound to see my people there. Live without a care. Burn my winter underwear. I'll stage a one-man parade up and down Esplanade, like I know what it means to miss your red beans, like you miss New Orleans. Swear that you do. City with claws never does let go of you, like you miss New Orleans, where New Orleans is your home. Welcome, everybody. What a delight to have you with us. Thank you for joining us. Tonight we celebrate the release of Crescent City Exile, my new CD. I want to thank everybody who's been so kind to say so many wonderful things about it. All you people who've lined up to have me send you copies of them. Oh, got an extra graphic there, as always. And just a delight to be part of the deal, to be part of the musical tradition of New Orleans, and to maybe take a place in that long line. So tonight we talk about the CD, we talk about the songs, the music that inspired us. Let's say hello to my cohort over there on the Moxie Cam, the real star of our show. It's Marilee on the Moxie Cam. Say hi, Mary. Hi, yeah, you can even turn your mic on if you want. Well, then I can even turn your mic on. Well, well, your mic will not unmute for some reason, Marilee, so we'll work on that. Oh, it must just be a... Oh, no, that is actually not the reason. No, we're not getting a response from the program, but we're going to just carry on anyway. You know, you talk about New Orleans, you talk about a tremendous tradition of music and of tales and food, and there's a whole mystery and magic that goes along with the city. So when I was writing the songs for this record, I had to include a song I wrote a little while back about the Voodoo Queen of New Orleans. She lived back around 1850 or so, right around that time. And as they would say in New Orleans, her name was Marie Laveau. So I hope you enjoy this one. We're going to kick it off with a song called... Actually, what I was thinking was, what if one of my buddies got, had the misfortune to fall in love, and I needed to talk him out of it? Well, I'd have to take him to my buddy, could work a little voodoo magic on it, and that would, of course, be my friend Marie. Marie Laveau, the voodoo queen, way down yonder in New Orleans. Can't eat, you can't sleep, no doubt about it, son, you get too deep, you look pale, you look weak, you can't laugh, you can't cry, you can't eat, you can't speak, big old knot in your head. Think you need a girl, you need some help instead. I say, son, I know what you need to do. I know just who I'm sending you to. I'm gonna send you to my friend Marie. I'm gonna send you to my friend Marie. Woo! You might never, ever be free. You're the worst damn case that I ever did see. You in love all over again. Must have drunk love potion number 10. Big old brain in your brain. Think you need the girl, you're going insane. I say, boy, I know what you need to do. I know just who I'm sending you to. I'm gonna send you to my friend Marie. I'm gonna send you to my friend Marie. Oh. She take a hank of hair, a poison spider, and a monkey paw. And her monkey don't give her no shit. In a galvanized tub, stir it all up with a possum jaw. Man, the stuff sure do stink. She make you take a big old drink. She my friend Marie. I'm gonna send you to my friend Marie. I think that was Marie herself speaking. Come on. Take a vampire bath, 4 warthog whiskers and a licorice stick. 2 salamander tails, rattlesnake juice for that extra kick. She add a little octopus ink. She make you take a big old drink. She my friend Marie. I'm gonna send you to my friend Marie. Hey, hey, I'm gonna send you to my friend Marie Laveau, the voodoo queen. Way down yonder in New Orleans. Yeah. Thank you. Well, you can talk into there. You talking about my voice? Well, okay. We'll give them more. They want more, they're gonna get more. Nice to have with. All right. So Marie Laveau, the voodoo queen in New Orleans, and New Orleans being a sentimental town, and the musical traditions going back so far there. I have a twin sister who lives in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and that reminds me merely. Jesuit High School plays Catholic High of Baton Rouge. I believe tomorrow night for the state football championship of Louisiana, and you know what that means? That means a long night for Catholic High School of Baton Rouge. That's what that means. That's what that means. And so I was driving home from my twin sister's house on I-10 from Baton Rouge to New Orleans, and if those of you who have driven that road know that it's out right on the edge of Lake Pontchartrain, between Lake Pontchartrain and the spillway, and you drive that place at night, you know, things only this far off the water. You see nutria and alligators and possums and all kinds of creatures. Just happened to be driving it that particular night, and there was a full moon shining straight down the freeway at me, the interstate. And you know how that is. Got a bright full moon coming at you. You always turn your lights out, see if you can drive without it. Turned my lights back on, started thinking about that moon, started thinking about Bessie Smith and some singers from the 30s and the 40s. And got to New Orleans and had to run to a buddy's house and use his piano about 2 o'clock in the morning to get this one written down. And hope you like it. It's called Creole Moon. What we be, so be, but it be, say Creole Moon. My lover done me wrong. Oh, Creole Moon left me with just this song. But my love is still so strong. I beg you, shine your light down on her tonight, till that day you say that everything's all right. This blue roulade shall be my tune. Creole Moon. I asked a oak tree, could he please help me? He said, my view from here ain't what it needs to be. He held his fingers high, pointed up to the sky, said he had a friend he thought I ought to drive. Creole Moon, my lover done me wrong. Oh, Creole Moon left me with just this song. But my love is still so strong. I beg you, shine your beams down into her dreams. Let her know my love's exactly what it seems. Till then, these blues I'll choose to groove. Creole Moon. I asked the lazy river for something I could give her. This was the assistance he chose to deliver. Said he knew nothing of the ways of love. Then again he had a friend way above Creole blues. Kicking. But my loving still so strong. I beg you, use your glow, if just to let her know I got this part of my heart that just can't let her go. Till then these blues I'll choose to cruise. Sabre jamais, malade alone. I beg you please to make it soon. Creole moon. Let's take a second here, Marilyn, and check and see who's in with the in crowd tonight.
Oh my gosh!
What's going on over there on the Mayor Cam?
It's a good group tonight.
Yeah.
Oh my. Okay, so Mary Sutton's here. How about those Cougs?
Hey, you know, I give them a lot of grief, but I got to give them their due, Marilyn. You know, the Cougs really put the wood, brought their game to Husky Stadium.
They did. They didn't Coug it.
Yeah. They still couged it in the stands a little bit. They didn't quite get Washington spelled right, but nonetheless, nah, we gotta give them their due, man.
So Vandermeer sent a copy of the Tulane fight song, which is really pitiful.
Well, give me a.
I don't know if it was real. If it was real, wow.
It's kind of a.
They needed a new writer.
Kind of a hullabaloo, hullabah something. Nobody ever learned it. Everybody was too drunk at the football games at Tulane.
So Marilyn and Connie and Diana Walker and Monk and Vandermeer and Paul and Sandy, Kay Schlegel, Bill Bennett and Diane, Marcia Calderola, Travers, Chris Morgan, Steve Tenji with all his emojis, Craig Koza, Mick Smyer is loving the images from New Orleans, Sharon Bradley, Tom Gray, Julie, Sharon Bradley, Steph, Coral, Liz, Mary Sutton, Kim Erickson.
I got Bud Fleek over here, Merely. I got 3RT Racing.
Oh, and
Josh
Ben Keith and Sherry Land.
Ben Keith, great to have you with us. Josh Fisher's with us from Louisville, Kentucky.
Ah, Josh.
There's Mick. Beverly Almvig is here from Eastern Washington.
Bev.
That's very cool.
Will I see you Sunday?
Thank you, Liz. Liz likes the jacket.
How about them green waves, Chris Morgan says.
Them green wave. Hey, give it on up to the green wave for one time.
That's kind of
That's why I had
sad.
Tulane Stadium.
That's sad.
That's why I had Tulane Stadium in that video. All right, Mayor, we're going to head on to the next tune on the record. You know, you're in a lot of bands coming up in New Orleans, and a lot of crazy things happen. Like the night the saxophone player came to us and said he's quitting the band. He said, why? He said, because I'm going to be a daddy. And we said, well, we really didn't say anything because we didn't know what the hell to say. But at least I was able to write a song about it, and the song's called...
Because at that point you didn't know what caused it.
I didn't. I was an innocent kid. So at least I ended up writing a song about it, and it's called "The Truth Is That I Love Her." Yes, I do. And this is his story, and he's sticking to it. Go ahead, band. Hit it. One minute I'm making my way as a rock and roll star. Next minute I'm making ends meet by tending bar. 1 minute I'm a backstage stud with a harem on file. Next minute I'm wearing a tux, walking down the aisle. My mama thinking something I ate. My mama wants my head on a plate. I can look at mama in the eye and tell her it's time to celebrate. The truth is that I love her, yes I do. Is I can't give the girl up by hanging with the likes of you, and maybe my youth is something I got to be to do. The truth is that I love her, yes I do. Woo! 1 minute I'm making with drugs and I have to style. Next minute I don't know what I'm saying here. 1 minute I'm a backstage stud with a harem on file. Next minute I'm wearing a tux, walking down the aisle. My buddies want to scream and shout, my daddy can't figure it out. I can look him in the eye and tell him that there's no doubt. The truth is that I love her, yes I do. The truth is I can't give the girl up by hanging with the likes of you. Maybe my youth is something I got to be to do. The truth is that I love her, yes I do. Maybe we've been doing things that we shouldn't ought to do. Maybe I got my girl in trouble. I'm ready to see it through. It tears me up to leave the dream behind. I'm giving it all I can. She's taking me off the road, making me an honest man. Maybe we've been doing things that we shouldn't ought to do. I got my gal in trouble, and we're ready to see it through. Tears me up to leave the dream behind. Giving it all I can. She's taking me off the road, making me an honest man. The truth is that I love her, yes I do. I can't give the girl up by hanging with the likes of you, and maybe my running days are over. I'm working on something new. A brand new Billy is poised for his debut. Oh, the truth is that I love her. The truth is that I really do love her. The truth is that I love her. Yes, I do. Say, yeah, 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 yeah. They are to this day happily married, got a big old family. So see, Marilee, sometimes things turn out all right. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. And sometimes, what is it Adele says? No, it'll be sad, whatever it is.
I'm so cynical.
Yeah, are you really now? Don't be so cynical. It's celebration night. You know what I'm talking about?
Steve Tenji gives you claps.
Well, thank you, Steve Tenji. I'm not going to tell everybody I got it from you, but nonetheless. Anybody else join us, Marilee, that I might want to say hello to?
Barb Evans is here.
Hi, Barb Evans. She's down in Portland, Oregon. Connie's down there with her. Hello, gang. Next song, Marilee, is one of the favorites of my buddy Josh Fisher. And by the way, Josh was my collaborator on the album artwork. So let's let everybody see that. This is, of course, cover, as you can probably see plastered all over the stage. But Josh had the brilliant idea of taking that piano theme onto the back cover. And I just thought I like it. What can I say?
It's lovely.
It's lovely. And for those of you who want the explanation as the interior of the record, now, all y'all who have been to the Quarter know that the streets have, I get this level, the streets are tiled on the street corners. It's set into the sidewalk. And Bourbon and St. Louis happen to be the home of the 500 Club, legendary strip club in New Orleans that had, on the St. Louis side, on the back side of the club, had a thing called the Backstage 500. And that's where I was swapping sets in probably my very first piano gig, swapping sets with Frogman Henry. My buddy John Hidalgo called me up. He needed a piano player for a couple of nights. And during that period, those 2 nights during that period, Al Boletto, the famous New Orleans clarinetist, saxophonist, multi-instrumentalist, Al wrote Down at Papa Joe's for the Dixie Cups, wrote a bunch of tunes. And Al thought I could sing, thought we all could sing, and hired us to play at the Playboy Club. And that led to a whole lot of good things, mostly playing at the Playboy Club. But eventually the Playboy Club shut down for a couple of weeks. I ended up taking a gig with Mary Lee's band because we opened for her in Miami Beach. So I come out here, and Mary Lee's working, and I'm doing some other things as well. And so I wrote this song about a southern boy like myself who comes up to the great Pacific Northwest and gets himself a big-time agent. And the first thing that agent does is send him on a 3-month winter tour of Alaska. And the song is, of course, called Good God Alaska. All right. Here we go. Couldn't find no gumbo in Juneau. Couldn't get no crawfish in Cold Creek. I'm going to turn that down just a bit. Caught me a heavy snow in Prudhoe. I ain't walrus for a week. There ain't no ball to play no Mardi Gras. Hey, sun only come out an hour a day. I'm going home, can't stay, no way. Good God, Alaska. Fairbanks had no red beans, no collard greens. Sitka got no cornbread anywhere. Couldn't get a ham hock in Quingillingok. The butcher didn't care. I did meet a Creole man in Ketchikan who turned out to be a Saints fan. We're both going home as soon as we can. Good God, Alaska. Yeah, when it's 40 below, that north wind blows. A poor old southern boy can't even feel his toes. It's dark all day. You pray the weather gonna get better. Then a moose come walking by and he's wearing a sweater. No Dixieland bend in its frozen land. No one-night stand for a Zydeco man. I'm going home as soon as I can. Good God, Alaska. Help me out, Mary.
Hey, Billy, where you been?
Say what?
Yo, Billy, where you been?
Well, I've been to Alacna, Kareepa, Luck, Alika, Chuck, and Car, Luck, Cold Book, Koy, Yuck, Koya, Guck, and Cola, Guck, Quack, Luck, Quick, Luck, Matutla, Ruck, Sinuck, Kip, Nuck, and ain't it just my funky luck? Yo, Billy,
Where you been?
say what?
Yo, Billy, where you been?
Well, let me see. There's a lack lick, a lagganick, arrow lick, a yagalick, chick, nick, egg and shit, cattle lick, and nick, cot lick, niet, nick, chick, niddle chick, osquick, salawick. Honey, you can take your pick.
Yo, Billy, where else you been?
Say what, girl?
Yo, Billy, where else you been?
The last tour was a Kayachak, a Coolarak, Antioch, and Kaskavat, Kaskanak, Kulak, Kuliak, and Kulakak, Quickback, Napaquiak, Noagasak, and Noatak, Ospiak, Tuntuliak, Kodiak, and back. Yeah, that Eskimo squeeze, aiming to please. When it's minus 10 degrees, I ain't dropping my BVDs. Everything freezes from your schnauzer to your sneezes. So cold every day when the people pray, they go, Jesus. No Dixieland band in its frozen land. No one-night stand bow is out of go, man. I'll get it home as soon as I can. Good God. Good God. Yeah, good God, Alaska.
Ben Keith wants to know if the agent was Jack Belmont.
No.
And Lynn White is here, and she said she always loved that one.
Oh, thank you, Lenny. It's just great to have you with. I'm going to be checking the chat here in just a second to see who's with us. Time to talk a little bit about some credits, Marilee, because you don't get a record done by yourself. I want to give tremendous kudos, props to Donnie Marrow. Donnie Marrow, Disguise Production. Without him, none of this would have gotten recorded. We cut it, the vast majority of it, at Ocean Way Studios in Nashville, with a tremendous section, which included Tom Hemby on guitar. Tom is a multi-Dove Award winner, Grammy nominee. The incredible Marcus Spinney on drums. Marcus is just the bomb. If you're a Yurt Rock customer, you'll find him on the Grayback sessions. Danny O'Lanerty on bass, who was just phenomenal. Not only played regular Fender precision bass, but fretless, played upright electric bass. Just did a phenomenal job on all the cuts. And we were under the musical directorship of a guy named Kevin Medill. Now, when you hear the piano on a lot of these records, Kevin and I ham and egged it, as we say on the golf course. And he just did a phenomenal job. Kevin is an extraordinary talent, not just a great keyboard player, but great arranger, producer in his own right. His wife, Connie, was one of the background singers. Connie Florence, along with Michael Mishaw and Laurie D. Hall, and Marilee is involved in the background sessions as well. And we want to thank, I'm looking here because Lindsay Miller was a guitar player on this next cut. I want to make sure she gets a credit. And I want to make sure we mention the engineers because it doesn't happen without them. Jasper LeMaster and Austin Atwood. And the great Tom Hall did the mixes. Tom was at Spacely Sprocket's Audio Laboratory. And he is just a phenomenal talent. And it wouldn't have sounded anywhere near as good without him. And we also want to thank Rick Fisher at RFI, who did the mastering. So there's the credits. I want to make sure everybody gets a mention. That's why I was checking the cover to make sure I got it right. I want to thank Liz, as always, for the vocal zones. My chat wheel is spinning over here, Marilee, so I can't see who is here and who isn't. But I imagine Steph is with us. Thank you for the wonderful dinner, Steph. I'm going to have a little Dr. Pepper, so I couldn't go on without it. This next song, features a great talent here because there are a couple of people I haven't mentioned yet. The horn players, the incredible John Goforth, all the saxophones and such, and the enormously talented, and it's not just about talent, it's about how hard you work. We all know that. His name is Jay Thomas. Tremendous trumpet player. He's featured on this next cut. I froze this one special.
Listen to the doctor.
Jay Thomas is featured on this next cut. I originally wrote this one for Diane Schuer years ago, and it never got cut or released. But it's a song in the style of Billie Holiday, written about Billie Holiday, and it's called When Billie Had the Blues. Say yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, when Billie had the blues, the whole world had the blues like it never done before. Like some enchantress opened up an inner door through which the heart would watch the blue, blue ocean pour and still stand more. When Billy had the hurts, sweet Jesus, how it hurt, just like some fear you couldn't name. Like that dream about some deep and ageless shame. It never helped to know that we were all the same. Love just a game. Some days it was late and smoky. Some days it was only breakfast time. I only know that when her poor heart shattered, so did mine. So did mine when Billy had a cry. Whole world broke down and cried with the taste of salty tears. Knowing too well we shared the sadness and the fears. The passing of the years, accounts left in arrears. Lost love so dear. J. Thomas. Other times her voice would sing of all the joys that love can bring, and how she'd swing her way into our hearts. But I knew all too well she only fell to fall apart. Then the heartaches could start. Now that Billy's gone, the tune still lingers on, just like an unforgotten kiss. Persistent memories the heart cannot dismiss. The distant echo of the unremembered bliss. This wizened world learns of the struggle with the dues, the daily dirty news, the lousy loves we choose, and all the sweethearts we refuse. Somehow they'd all pass in review when Billy had the blues, the blues, the blues, when Billy had the blues. Yeah, 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 yeah. Say yeah, 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 yeah. Say yeah, 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 yeah. So I was one of the incredible number of people whose life was touched by the incomparable grace and elegance of Alan Toussaint. when we opened at the Playboy Club, we were backing a wonderful singer named Joan Harmon, who was under Alan's tutelage at the time. And I had really only been playing piano a few months. Frank Rizzo was the jazz piano player at the club, and he played with Sonny Stitt, all kinds of people. So I was way out of my element, just hanging on. And I went up to Alan when he was in the audience and asked him if he would take me on as a student. He said, Alan was at that point just beginning to write songs for the Pointer Sisters, working with the band. His international reputation was exploding. But he said, I will get you an audition with the best teacher I know, who's a gentleman by the name of Roger Dickerson. It gives me a chance also to mention a gal by the name of Allison Miner. Allison was the driving force behind the foundation of the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival. Yeah, there were other people, of course, involved, Quinn Davis, George Wein, but I really don't think without Allison it ever would have happened. Allison's number one goal was to see that musicians, particularly musicians of color who had been mistreated, cheated their entire lives, got one great paycheck a year. That was one of her goals, and to celebrate and treasure the musical heritage of the city. And it was Allison who was reviving the career of Professor Longhair. And Professor Longhair was the one who first kind of took me under his wing. Anyway, years, a little while later, there I am at the Playboy Club. Alan sends me to Roger Dickerson. I only got to study with him for about 4 months before I went out on the road and had to do it OJT, on the job training. But Alan Toussaint was among the most elegant human beings I ever met. And my roommate, Bane Keenan, worked with Ernie Cato. I was lucky enough to be like third piano player, absolute emergency call on that. And I don't know whether I ever actually hit the stage. I'd have to really think hard. Anyway, Alan wrote a ton of songs for New Orleans musicians, including this great classic for Benny Spellman, and I had to include a couple on the record. So here you go, Tainted the Truth. But now she's gone, you feel so bad. She was the best girl that you ever had. Go on and cry. Tainted the truth, yeah, tainted the truth. She left you. Go on, have a good cry, have a good cry. Busted, say she didn't love you anyway. Go on and tell yourself that lie. Tell yourself that lie. But now she's gone, you feel so bad. She was the best girl you ever had. Go on and cry. Tainted the truth, yeah, tainted the truth. Oh, nobody could tell you. You had to find out for yourself. Now you see, sorry to sound like such an authority on love, but the same thing happened to me. She left you. Go on, have a good cry. What'd you say, girl? Have a good cry. There you go. Say she didn't love you anyway. Go on and tell yourself that lie. Tell yourself that lie. There you go. Now she gone, you feel so bad. That little girl was the best little girl that you ever had. Go on and cry. Tainted the truth, and tainted the truth, and tainted the truth, and tainted the truth. Say yeah, 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 yeah. Tainted the truth. Oh, tainted the truth. Oh, oh, you know it's the truth. And tainted the truth. Yeah, tainted the truth. Marilyn, why don't you join me for this next one? I couldn't have a party without you singing a little bit on it. Well, you stay there if you want. It's all right. I'll come to you. Now and then, you know we all feel down. Sure enough help to have a friend around. You need never be in misery. Know that you can always count on me. Baby, will you call my name? And I'll be there. If I gotta walk across the water, if I gotta fly through the air, morning, noon, and night, it's all the same. All you got to do is call my name. Should the dark clouds gather around your door, I'll go away. You can bet that I'll be there for sure. You need never be in misery. We gotta get below the letters. Know that you can always count on me. Sing it. Call my name. I'll be at your side. If I gotta race against the wind, if I gotta swim against the tide, shout it out and know there ain't no shame. All you got to do is call my name. Call my name. When you know you got to walk a long dark road with a heavy load, call my name. I'm here for telling you that's all you got to do. I'll be there to see you through. So call my name and I'll be there. If I gotta walk across the water, if I gotta fly through the air, shout it out and know there ain't no shame. All you got to do is call my name. Call my name. I'll be at your side. If I gotta race against the wind, if I gotta swim against the tide, morning, noon, and night, it's all the same. All you got to do is call my name. Call my name. Baby, will you call? Will you call my name? Call my name. Baby, will you call? Call. Oh, yeah, yeah. Call my name. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Mary. Well, we didn't get quite the stop we got on that one, but you know what? I might end up playing this one live tonight, Marilyn.
Stacy Reynolds is here.
Hi, Stacy. Oh.
And Aaron.
Hi, Aaron. I can't touch this at all, or the doggone thing starts.
Know your knobs.
Well, you know, it's there's a lot of them up here, and I'm trying to activate the Moxie Cam, and I know you.
Oh, she's dead out.
Is she dead out?
Oh, she came in, had a cookie, and passed out.
Well, we're looking forward to having Moxie on the broadcast tonight.
Well, you can broadcast her, but she's just laying there.
Well, that's okay.
You soothed her.
I even gave her a special light, you know. So. And now I got to see who's on the chat. Here,
She's
Marilyn.
not an attention seeker.
Now this next song is very dear to my heart. I said it in Gentilly because my best friend Wayne Garrett grew up in Gentilly, and it's an old historic part of New Orleans. And was that your...
It's Aaron's birthday today.
Aaron Gross's birthday is today?
Yes, and Michael Fisk's birthday.
Well, gentlemen.
What is it about today?
Happy birthday, Aaron and Michael. Happy birthday. This is your day to have a lot of fun. Happy birthday, Aaron and Michael. Happy birthday. This is your night. This is your night. This is your night to get a piece of cake.
That would be cake.
Cake.
Happy birthday, guys.
Which is not
Thanks for being here on your birthday.
Yeah. Cool way to celebrate, I hope.
That's sweet.
Well.
Birthday. Okay.
I'm just giving
I'm making notes.
I was just giving you a little dead air time there. Thought people would want to see me trying to plug in the Moxie Cam because I just had to reset it.
Well,
I'm throwing it to you for a second, Marilee. I'm punting.
okay, well, let me see. Liz's Angel is here tonight watching over everybody who needs it. My friend Mel is in Spokane. He's going to move back to Spokane. So he's not here tonight because he's busy.
Well,
plotting his next move.
We love him dearly and great to see it. And you know what time it is, Marilee?
No.
Like it or not, it's time for the Tenji tour.
Give us some emojis.
Which means it's time for the Moxie Cam. Because
time for the Moxie Cam. The Moxie Cam.
Moxie is
the
in the house. Cam. There's Marilee over in her little hovel.
Oh, do you know the Moxie Cam?
Oh, and there she is.
Ooh,
Pass it, Moxie.
That's me?
Moxie.
No.
That's Moxie. We need you to sit up so the people don't.
Oh, there she is. There she is.
This is your big moment here. You're on.
She woke up to say hi.
You're on screen. Good for you. You want anything? Are you ready for your close up, Mr. DeMille? Oh, there she is. It's the Moxie Cam.
Oh, they get to see your tool chest.
Well, that's okay.
Oh,
look
at her.
Guy's got to show off his tool chest once
look at her. She's adorable.
And for all the people who want to know how this...
And she always knows when it's time to come over for the show.
She does. People want to know how all this craziness happens. It happens in this outbuilding, which is away from the house, and got all kinds of wires strung from the house over to here. But that's how I see what the hell is going on. Marilee is over there. There's the Mare Cam. See if we can light her a little better. Well, we gave your light to Moxie, so
that's great.
I know
that's fine.
I know you're just fine with that.
I like to be dimly lit.
And the Tenji tour, people want to know how all this stuff runs. So there's the pianos, and we've got Connie texting me to say, "Hey, turn that stuff up." By the way, I need to hear from Sharon again that I know everything's okay. And there's where all the light switching and stuff are. And
Steve says, do the clapper.
Well, we might just do that just for Steve. And we have another special thing for Steve, Marilee. There's
he
my
has
buddy
simple
Josh.
needs.
Well, I set up something especially in the master control room just for Steve Tenji. We pull behind the curtain. There's where everything is run from. And Steve, you'll see what is right there on the piano. Just for you, it's the Vapo Cam. It's the Vicks Vapo Cam, just for Steve Tenji. I know that we can actually give him can we give him a clapper demonstration on the air?
I don't know. It doesn't work for me because my hands are too...
Can't believe everybody hasn't just signed. Oh, there
we go.
You go. There it is.
He can activate the clapper.
I actually won it at a white elephant. And I thought, well, why not hook it up in the studio? Just for grins, see what happens. Wave from your station there, Marilee. And one more time, we'll get a little Moxie Cam going over there. So there you go. Everybody wants to know how the hell this all happens, because I sure wonder myself.
And your jacket came from?
Courtesy of the Mayor.
Yes, well.
And this came from the store where Elvis used to shop.
Lansky's.
Lansky's in the Peabody Hotel in Memphis, Tennessee. And Marilee, you picked this one out and surprised me with it.
Because I love dragonflies.
I'll get a better look at it. Lynn White, I hope you like this jacket.
Vapocam. Tenji loves the Vapocam.
Josh Fisher, I want a graphic. I want a Vapocam graphic. Can you do that? You know, it's really wonderful, Marilee. The broadcast on my monitor, my YouTube chat checking monitor, lags behind, so I get to see all the crazy things. Aaron is 65 today, Marilee.
65?
Yeah, he's already lying about his age.
You little baby.
He's going to be Medicare eligible. Hey, Randy and Linda Richualo are on board. Hi, guys.
Hi, guys. Say hi to the boy.
So I do hope, hi, Bofus. I do hope you like this next song. Like I said earlier, it was set in Gentilly. And it's called My Old Gentilly Home.
Are you sure?
Yep. Bill Bennett, Diane. Those old cypress sideboards, painted white, neath the flickering of that dim street light, trimmed up all nice in lavender blue, and on the porch a simple bench for two. As I pull up to that drive, I'm so glad to be alive, for I am back in my old Gentilly home. I never dreamed back when I bought her she would see so much hell and so much high water. I suppose heaven had its plans like me and you. Here she still stands. And as I climb those creaking stairs, my darling girl is waiting there, and I am back in my old Gentilly home. Oh, sometimes she shakes in the wind. You know, I swear she won't last long, but her roof don't take no water. Her foundation's strong. Back in the kitchen, there's a glow. Something's cooking there, I know. Smell of peppers in the pans, all stirred by loving hands. And as I walk in through that door, my heart is grateful just once more, because tonight we'll sleep in dreams so deep, knowing the rest of the troubles in the world can keep. For I am back in my old Gentilly home. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. I am back in my old Gentilly home.
Michael McKinnon just arrived home in time to see that.
I'm so glad he did. Let's go to old New Orleans, Maryland. My hero, Benny Spellman. Let's turn it up. Throw it loose. Get your handkerchiefs out. Come on, Flobies. Say it. What? Went to the fortune teller, had my fortune read. I didn't know what to tell her. I had a dizzy feeling in my head. Then she took a look at my palm. She said, "Sonny, you feel kind of warm." She looked into a crystal ball, said, "You're in love." I said, "How could that be so? I'm not the type of other girls I know." She said, "When the next sunrise, you be looking in her eyes." Say it. Hurry hurry back down to that woman, mad as I could be. But I didn't see nobody. Why she made a fool out of me. Then something struck me, as if it come from up above. By looking at the fortune teller, I fell in love. Yeah, you know I didn't love her. I didn't see nobody. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's when I fell in love. Now I'm a happy fella, married to the fortune teller. For happy as we could be. Now I give my fortune told for free. Come on. Shoe Cam. Piano time. How do I do it? What am I playing with? Stone hot, sweaty August New Orleans night. Benny Spellman hit the stage like an explosion of light. Band played the groove so tight it almost hurt. 30 seconds, Benny sweat right through his tuxedo shirt. Devil's Den on bangs packed wall to wall. We were moving, we were grooving, we were having a ball, y'all. Then the devil found him there with hard and time. Certain girl that he'd been after for a long, long time. Man was on the one, somebody wasn't done yet. Told his lipstick traces on a cigarette. Now the finish, he had one more treat. As the drummer started laying down the fortune teller beat. You can tell me it was long ago and you might be right, but I remember feeling like it happened just last night. How was I to know one day it happened to me, that I'd get my fortune told for free? Hurry back down to that woman, well as I could be. Said I ain't seen nobody, watching made a fool out of me. Then something struck me, and they came from up above. While looking at the fortune teller, I fell in love. Now I'm a happy fella, I'm married to the fortune teller. We're happy as we can be. Go on, say it. Give my fortune told for free. Come on. Hey, 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 yeah. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Say yeah, 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 yeah. Say yeah, yeah.
Woo! Woo! Throwing rocks.
Benny Spellman, Benny Spellman. Well, of course, Marilyn. We had to get interrupted by our internet feed receiving yet another request for Adobe something or other to load into the system. God, the most malicious malware on the planet. Somebody at Adobe needs to do something about that. You really do. We're having a party here and y'all getting in the way. You know what I'm saying?
So it's somebody else's birthday, too.
And that would be?
Lynn Gross.
Aaron and Lynn have the same birthday?
I don't know how that works out.
Well, in that case, Lynn.
Oh, and
this is your night. This is your night to get a piece of cake.
and on the 1st, it was Michael Vandermeer's birthday.
That's right, Michael Vandermeer. Happy birthday, Mikey. Happy birthday. You know the old birthday rule, you know. She doesn't have to have sex on her birthday, but you get to have sex on your birthday.
So how does that work?
They'll have to let us know. I'm not quite sure. We had an Angela Merkel sighting, Marilyn, apparently.
No.
Yeah, apparently she's in the
Oh.
neighborhood. Her limo is a little delayed.
And you notice she's wearing pearls.
Yes, you're right. Had to look a little north to catch the pearls. A lovely pearl necklace there, Angela. She stopped off to pick up Kim Jong-un. Apparently his limo broke down. So, you know, his North Korean parts. So
Josh.
That was for you, Josh, you bet. Barbara Evans' son had lunch at Galatoire's today, Marilyn, in New Orleans. Well, I hope he had the crab meat maison.
Oh, are you supposed to do this?
Oh, yeah, I guess. How about we do this? We let people know where they can pick up the CD at BillyMac.com.
And Diana Walker asked why we don't see Connie. Well, Connie is never on the premises here. She works remotely. Nobody is just Moxie and us.
That's it, just us and the dogs.
Yeah. Eventually we'll have a couple guests, hopefully.
God knows I'd like to have somebody pushing some of these buttons for me, Marilyn. I know you're busy pushing buttons of mine of a different. Yeah, you push buttons of a different kind. Yes, you do.
Well, look at that nice.
That's Josh Fisher, Marilyn.
Oh, Josh.
Josh. He's the guy. So, yes, if you want to support the channel, you can do it through PayPal, through Zelle, through Venmo. It's Billy Mac. PayPal is Billy Mac Songs. Zelle is BillyMac.com. Venmo is Billy Mac Songs. The TikTok account gets loaded up next week, so that's a new thing, Billy Mac Songs. My Twitter account is at Billy Mac Songs. The YouTube channel is Billy Mac Songs. Marilee, you are raising your hand.
Yeah, because I was fed some wrong information, and it is not Lynn's birthday.
Well, we'd like to cancel the last 5 minutes of the tape.
Well, I'm not going to say who fed me that information. I'm not going to put it on her.
Oh, well, that's right. You related.
But I guess you get all this information on Facebook, which I don't see. Oh, she's in April. Well, let's remember that.
Well, okay. Can we? Is it safe to go forward now?
No.
Thank you so much. We're going to move on to the next to last song on the record. And this was the last song written for the record. It was actually just recorded in August down at Ocean Way Studios, and the guys just did a remarkable job on it. The thing a lot of people don't know about Nashville Players, it's understandable that people, because it's a country music town, but a lot more than country music just goes on there. Not there's anything wrong with country music. I love country music. I write country music. I play it, admire the. But I'm just saying that the Nashville Players go with their scope of abilities and interest are myriad. And what I'm trying to say is they can play anything you put in front of them, and they love it when you put all sorts of out of the way things on the sessions, things that kind of take the session in a different direction, allow people to express themselves in ways that they love to get the chance to. And the guys, Tom Hemby was on guitar, Danny O'Lanerty on bass, Marcus Finney on drums for this one, yours truly on piano, Kevin Medill, and Donnie Merrow making sure everything was going right, Austin Atwood at the controls, and it's called Bywater Blues. Once again, the great Jay Thomas on the trumpet. Every night she walks home from the quarter, gazing at that Creole moon. Breathes the night and whispers, will he be here soon to toss heartache like an old pair of shoes? Say bye-bye to these Bywater blues. Every day she wakes at 1 and wonders, will this be the day he shows? Goodness knows she's had more than her share of loves. Leave behind a little more than a bruise, and that's why there are these Bywater blues. When that fella comes, she'll shake her sadness. All those clouds will disappear. Then love will be here in all its madness. Surely that day's near. Go ahead, Jay. Yet she still believes that her Prince Charming even now is on his way. She's prepared a smile, sly and disarming. Surely he will stay. Hurry now, the evening is approaching. Time to make her way to town. Drinks to serve and furtive glances, open wide, just might light that long yearn for views. Make her sorrow a part of yesterday's news. Say bye-bye to these bywater blues. Say bye-bye to these bywater blues. Bye-bye to these bywater blues. Well, Mayor, this has been a real treat for me. I know that.
So, Steve Fosson's here.
Oh, my goodness. Steve Watson. I kept thinking of Steve as I watched the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremonies, because I believe he was there. He and Summer were there, and Heart by Heart is playing New Year's Eve in Bremerton at the is it the Roxy Theater? God, I hope I didn't get that wrong. But man, it's going to be a hell of a show there. So make sure you get your tickets. It'll be a great night on New Year's Eve to be there.
And a hi to Julie Mattson and Zach Eisenberg.
Julie, Zach, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Thank you, everybody. I want to thank some of my high school classmates who have ordered CDs. Danny Long, just incredible. Bill Grusich, who contacted me. Mike McGlone. Got to thank Jay Baudier for sending out, I sent a newsletter. Connie does the newsletter, and we sent it to Jay, and he was kind enough to send it to my classmates in New Orleans.
The birth announcement.
The birth announcement, yes. So,
I like this red light.
Glad you do. It looks good on you. Well,
yeah.
what don't you look good in? I mean,
no,
really.
It washes out everything.
So, to in any way contribute to the panoply of songs that have been written at, through, by, about New Orleans is it's a humbling thing, because you're in some pretty amazing company. So it would be a delight to think maybe some of this might endure. I just hope you like it. I'm thrilled with what's going on. And Marilee, for the closing number, I'm going to sneak over to the other set. So I'm going to throw it to you for just a second while I get myself on over there.
Oh. I just love this red light. And I thank you for all the sweet compliments, you guys. You're too sweet. You're too kind. So we had a good group tonight. Thank you all for being here. And I think at this point we can start singing Christmas songs. I don't know. He doesn't care for that to happen too soon, but I'm getting.
We can start next week.
Okay.
We can start on the Christmas tunes.
Yeah. I got lots of lyric sheets.
I'm almost in place over here on the set. Thanks once again to everybody who was involved in the production of the record. Thanks to all of you who have been so gracious to sit through all these tunes. I love you. Billy Mack Show returns next Friday night, 8 o'clock sharp. And I guess we will see you then.
Be safe and stay away from the malls.
Thank you for the uplifting thought, Marilyn. So this is the final track. It's the title track of the song, of the CD, and it's called Crescent City Exile. Crescent City Exile, here I am, drinking the wee hours away. Another one too many toasts to a new life on the coast, singing from Seattle down to LA. Say, maybe in the next while, find me a spot where I won't feel so alone. Couple bills a night, a meal would make it tight, singing all those songs that take my heart back home. Oh, special gift you get there, can't get nowhere but there. Still there's a little secret no one wants to share. That gift's got quite a vixen, better make it big, son, 'cause you can make a living if you're living there. Bo 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 bad sample. I still can hear the wife say, we got bills we can't pay. Everybody wants theirs and they want it now. You best get a day job, kind that's gonna pay job, 'cause something's gotta give some way, somewhere, somehow. Crescent City Exile, prodigal son, wondering when I'll return for sure. Only know tomorrow I'll wake up with that sorrow. Only the sight of her can cure. Still mile after mile, show starts with a smile. Crescent City Exile I will be. I only know at daybreak I wake up with that heartache. The dream of my home, sweet home, endures. So I suppose in the meanwhile I'll just kick it old style. Crescent City Exile I will be. Thank you for tuning in tonight. We'll see you next week. This has been the Lily Mac Show. CD release party for Crescent City Exile. Starring broadcast transmission of this elements of this broadcast without the express written consent of Major League Baseball. What do you mean those billionaires are on strike? Oh, it's a lockout. Sorry. Oh, those poor owners, Shirley. Those poor owners. We'll see you next Friday night. We'll do some Christmas songs. Be live. Ham it up. Here, the star of our show. Connie.